up where we left off. We're now going to do some synthetic division, something that usually Algebra 2 students really enjoy over the long division that we make you practice. But synthetic division is a special case. Basically, we're dividing by binomial, a linear binomial. We're in the form of x minus k. Now remember, k can be positive or negative, but this has to be a linear binomial, which is what we have right here. And the other thing is you got to watch out for is if this is not all descending, cubed, squared, first powered, and zero powered, make sure you put in the placeholder of 0. So imagine if this was not there, the 5x squared, you'd have to put a 0 right here. So make sure you do that. So just listen to the steps and follow along on a scratch piece of paper. And after a few practices of this, you're going to find this to be relatively easy. First step, we just simply drop the 1. We bring that down. This is an algorithm shortcut, basically. And then we do 2 times 1 is 2, and we're going to add. And that's going to give me a 7. Then I'm going to do 2 times 7 is 14. Put that right here. And I'm going to add. I get another 7. Right? Well, guess what? I'm going to do 2 times this 7, which gives me 14. I'm going to add. I'm going to get 16. And I'm running out of numbers. Well, what's happened here is we're dividing a binomial linear to the first power into a third power. We're going to have a second powered answer, polynomial. So this is the leading coefficients of my polynomial right here. So I'm going to have x squared positive 7x plus 7, and I'm going to have a remainder of 16. That's nothing more than 16 over x minus 2. And we would go ahead and write this as a polynomial, x squared plus 7x plus 7 plus 16 over x minus 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next example. All right, so here I'm going to divide by x plus 3. So we're going to first of all recognize that we have a negative 3. Our k is equal to a negative 3. So I'm going to write a negative 3 right here. Put a little box there, or half a box. And I'm going to write my coefficients. Well, we got the third, the second, the first, and the 0 power. So I'm just going to go ahead and write the coefficients here and get ready to divide. I didn't need to write the positive 5. All right. So again, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the 2. I'm going to do negative 3 times 2 is a negative 6. I'm going to add. That gives me a negative 5. Negative 3 times a negative 5 is a positive 15. So I'm going to have a 15 here. I'm going to add. That gives me a positive 7. Negative 3 times a positive 7 is a negative 21. I'm going to add, and that gives me a negative 16. So again, going from a cubic to a quadratic, that's going to be 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. Remainder 16, I'm going to go ahead and call that 16 over x plus 3. All right? Minus 16 over x plus 3. That's going to be my denominator there. And that would be my answer. All right, next video, I broke this up in a couple of parts. I'm going to talk about a couple of very important theorems that leads us to where we're going with this and exploring polynomials. So I'll go ahead and get this short video posted so the other one's not too long.